You're gonna get me. The election is a non-issue. COVID is also a non-issue. Both are equally non-issues. Equally. Non. The only thing that's ever relevant is, are you doing with your life what you wish to be doing with your life? That's the only thing that's ever relevant. Are you treating the people that you care about the way that you think you should treat them? Are you treating them as you wish to treat them? Are you letting opportunities pass you by to be with loved ones, to spend time with them? I still know people who don't talk to family members because something happened. Sometimes it's definitely merited in some situations. In a lot of situations, it's not. It's always that question of, are you doing what you wish to do in your life now? Not tomorrow, not when you graduate, not when you pay your car off, not when you buy a house. No conditions, unconditionally live. Are you unconditionally living just because? Just because. Are you waiting for Armageddon to happen? Are you waiting for someone to bang your door down and force a vaccine down your throat? Are you waiting for algorithms to suddenly allow people to group together and make plans? Because it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. And it's not even beneficial, really. You can get together in groups and talk about regular things. Like, I join chess groups. You can join groups that will help you with financial thinking. But groups that you get together and you talk about how to stop the New World Order, it's not going to be allowed. Not only that, it's fully unnecessary. It's actively harmful toward the motion that is already inherently, in and of itself, fully dismantling the system. Already. There's nothing anybody can do about it otherwise. There's nothing to go against that dismantling. Nothing. It's a Chinese finger trap, and all movement tightens it. All movement. So are you living the way you wish to live? Or are you still allowing yourself to be a doormat for somebody? For parents? Grandparents? Significant others? Are you allowing yourself to be miserable for somebody else's sake, because it's more comfortable to not say anything. The only options we have here in these bodies are action and or 0 point / silence. Those are the two options. You're either doing one or the other, or you're doing both simultaneously. The 0 point isn't even something that you do. It's that which remains when all of the other actions and movements are felt beyond. You could say, in a sense, a way of moving toward the 0 point is letting the muscles relax, staring at the sky and letting the mind relax. You could say that. It's still at its core a choose your own adventure game. It's always been that. It's just on hard mode. It's on heroic. It's on heroic mode. And a lot of people didn't make it at all. Not even a little bit. So what happens in your day-to-day, constantly and always, is that in every single moment, you have the tendencies and the habitual patterns that you do, generally speaking, every day, which I do as well, of course. You have those, and then you have infinity. Now the problem, if you could say there's a problem with that, there isn't really a problem. But the problem is, if you give in to the first concept, okay, right? The first concept which says, I'm going to take action, and you actually get yourself into it, the body is doing something different. I'm studying something different. I'm calling somebody different. I'm looking at a new webpage. How often have you guys actually gone onto the internet and actually explored the internet? You know that's like a thing you can do. You can explore the internet. You can find websites you've never found. Go to stumbleupon.com. Find some new websites. The problem is once you add the first concept, which is I'm gonna do something different, and you get into it, you can tell yourself while you're doing it, I've never done this before, ever, right? The problem that can arise is in the midst of it, you want to put another concept on it. You want to like bundle it somehow. You want to write, I had an idea to do action, and now I'm doing this action. And this is what the action was. I read a book. I read a new book. Never have read this author before, ever. And you can fall back, straight on back into the mind, the regular conceptual mind, which is constantly trying to grab onto the vibrant, living, pulsating life. You fall into that trap of the second concept. So first concept, do something different, okay? You're doing something different. And in the midst of it, you have this thought that says, make a record of the fact that I'm doing something different. So there's not a problem with making a record. The problem is that the second you do that, you're no longer doing something different. you've sabotaged the effort, so to speak. Okay? So that's what the mind will do. It will constantly, as you're pushing out Minecraft, or not Minecraft, that little game where there's bombs, you know? I forget what it's called. It's black all over until you click on it and you show there's either a bomb or there's not a bomb. Okay, you get into that mode where you're clicking away the darkness and you're uncovering what's underneath, stuff you've never seen, but already you're slapping labels onto it, to the new territory, and hence making it old territory immediately. So the difficult part is allowing you to use the first concept, allowing yourself to use the first concept to bring something new in, and then abiding in that freshness as long as possible until mind must come in and say, okay, let's slap another concept on. This concept is called, I'm done doing new things. And then you stop doing the thing, and then you go back to doing stuff you know about, because it's comforting, it's comfortable. Aside from that part, which is more of a difficulty and not exactly a problem, the only thing to be aware of and be mindful of during is pushing out the duration, okay? You want to push the duration of residing in that fully unknown, that freshness. You want to push that as long as possible. And you do so by not slapping concepts onto it. Okay, you got to find the prime mover that's not concept driven. You have it inside of you. Everybody has it. Peace.